Hey everyone, today we're doing a shoulder and leg workout. I just want to state that we didn't get all of our shoulder routine on this clip. I forgot to change the battery out in my GoPro before we started, but what you're seeing now is we do leaning shoulder presses, about 10 to 12 reps per arm. Then we go over to the next circuit, and we like to call these Haynes, Cameron Haynes. I got this off of his video, doing the dumbbell side raises. And then we go over, if you see me all the way on your far right, we call these pit bulls. It really works on your shrug, or it's like shrugging, but your traps really bad. And then on this circuit, so we only got one session of the last circuit, one clip of it. This session we're just doing a wide hand, what we like to call Hitlers or high pulls. Just raising the bars above your eyes and then back down. Trying to kind of go slow on your way down so you get that resistant. And then we go plate raises, trying to get it above your head, your hands above your forehead. We do 15 reps of those. The first one we did 10 to 12. Most of the time we hit 12. Then you do 15, and then we do the close hand cable, Hitlers or whatever you want to call them. But we do the cables so you get the resistance on the way down. Anytime you do a cable exercise, there's always that tension on the way down, so you don't slam the weight. So you really do work your muscles more on the let down than you do free weights. As you can see, Shane here joining us in this workout. Eric's in the red and I'm in the cutoff. But with the cable weights, you get a lot more resistance on the way down than you do free weight. Try not to rest as little as possible in between each station in the circuit. But we supersetted this, did 4 sets of this, really just trying to burn out the shoulders, going as heavy as you can. You can see it's a struggle. Everything we try to do is not to see if we can get the easiest 12 reps, but it's about trying to get the weight you can get to 12 reps, 10 to 12 reps, with this maximum struggle as possible, without cleaning the weight, kind of like he's doing a little bit right now. But when you get fatigued, you start just doing what you can to get the weight. But we had already done 2 different circuits before we got this shoulder routine on film, so this is not an easy 3rd session. So you can see we keep it 60 degrees in my gym, and we're sweating. I mean, when you're sweating that bad in 60 degrees, you know you're doing a lot of reps. It's almost like a cardio workout here. Just to point out, like, everything, if you're new or don't know me and you're on this, this is my personal equipment. Like, everything you see in any of these videos is all my gym. We don't really have a gym that has a lot of weights where I live or work, reside in. So I acquired my own personal gym, basically, because I enjoy working out and it's my life. This is the last set of these. So here we're moving on to legs now. I don't do traditional squats. It's really hard on your back, knees. So what we do is we use a landmine machine with the bar, and we put a bunch of, and you can see you get the same results. You just sit down and come up. It's a huge quad and hamstring routine. You still get quite a bit of weight. You see I have 4 plates stacked up there, and you're going basically the same distance down as you would in a squat without all that weight on your spine. And then we move over to calf raises. We're all bow hunters and we walk a lot of hills, so to have good calves is very important. And so when we do legs, we do a lot of calves. I don't know how many leg routines I'll post because they're kind of boring, but and then I move over to lunges. We do 12 on each leg, so working that magical number 12. It's been in the bodybuilding world forever, but I'm using 30-pound dumbbells. I don't think these two guys used any weights. We're not really trying to get big legs like bodybuilders, but we're trying to get lean, strong, athletic legs to be more mobile. I will argue with anybody in the world if they want to say that you don't lose mobility when you have big legs. You do. It's a proven fact. I can show you statistics and examples all day, but I'm not here to protest my beliefs on anybody. If you believe legs are where it's at, then you'll believe. But we don't skip legs. This is what we do. We do lots of reps, low weight, injury free. That's what we're all about. Every day you are hurt or injured is a day away from your goal. We're all striving for the same goals, to be lean and gain a lot of muscle, as much muscle as our genetics and body will allow us, in a safe manner. We're about reps, about lean quality muscle. So we do reps with what people might call lighter weight. We're not trying to be the strongest guys on the planet. We're just trying to be lifting for ourselves and no one else's. But we did 4 sets of this before moving on to a different leg set. You'll see here in a second. But we did calf raises in the next session as well. But see Shane, he's hurting right now. He's not even getting all the way down. That's all right. Get your money. Do what you can without hurting yourself. They're stripping down, kind of getting it in front of me here in the camera, but that's okay. I'm just finishing off with my lunges on this, and they're getting ready for the next session because, like I said, we try not to take a whole lot of time. We try to move, get as much out of the hour as we possibly can. We very rarely go over the hour-and-a-half mark, but we do some occasionally push that, depending on what we're getting done and how far we are in our burnouts. But here we're just doing the steps up and driving the knee, just like if you were climbing a hill. I'm using 45-pound weights. Eric was using 30s or 35, something like that, and I think Shane was doing 25. And then you see Shane there. We put the weights up just like a natural motion, like if you were doing everyday lifts. If you just had to stand up and pick it up, that's probably how you would do it. If you hauling a couch up a set of stairs, you'd probably lift like that. More like a traditional box squat with dumbbells. I was using 55-pounders. Then again, we're going right over to the calf raises, really burning them. I try to do 15 to 20 when I do anything under 225. Get that many reps in. Calf should be really, really burning. At this point, it's almost like we just did some sort of a calisthenic workout. Where lungs are going, heart rate's, sweat's dripping. It's pretty tough. See Eric over there drying off. Like I said, it's 60 degrees 65 max, but 60 is usually what we keep it in. And this is Nebraska, and in February and March, so you know it's not warm outside, and we are just drenched like it's 100 degrees. Doing what we can, but I'm sure there's critics out there that think you got to do deadlifts and squats, and this isn't really going to build your legs, but it will if you give it a chance and you don't want to be risking injuries and things like that. We did measurements. Our legs are growing. We're not trying to grow them fast or, like I said, or big and bulky. That's not what our lifestyle is about and how we live. But we all want to be mobile, a little bit quicker, and just have lean, strong muscles in our legs. And this is the routines we chose to do. Right or wrong, this is how we work out with our legs. We do the best we can. But this is going to be our last set here, I believe. Yeah. And then at the end, I always do a closer. I didn't do, you'll see that I didn't choose to do a closer with legs, which is very rare. Usually we do both of the muscle groups that we chose to work out that day, doing a closer, but we're going to get to that, and it's pretty quick. So I just thought I would talk about it now a little bit before we get there in case I run out of time. Everything is fast forward a little bit, so I don't know how well that you can really count. But here we're just doing military press, single arm, going until we just absolutely can't stop. Our number was between 40 and 50. I think I got 40 exactly, something like that, before burning out. I had a 30-pound dumbbell. I think Eric did 25. Shane had 20 or 25. But I like to, if you notice, keep my hand on my stomach to try to keep from leaning too much. So you really work on the shoulder more than you are trying to use your lats and stuff. Thank you, everybody.